Part 3. The magic in the ball. Cinderella's tears fell silently onto the cold hearth as she sat alone, heartbroken. The sound of her stepfamily's carriage had long since faded, leaving her in a profound and miserable silence. The only company she had were her tiny friends, the mice and birds, who watched her sorrowfully from their hiding places. Her dream of attending the ball, of just one night of feeling beautiful and free, had been cruelly snatched away. Just as she was sure she couldn't bear the sadness any longer, a brilliant, warm light filled the room. Standing before her was a woman of radiant beauty, holding a wand of sparkling crystal. This was her fairy godmother, a benevolent spirit who had come to answer the quiet prayers of a good heart. "Do not weep, my child," the godmother said, her voice like the soft chime of bells. "You shall go to the ball." Cinderella, still tearful and in disbelief, could only stammer. But how? "I have nothing." The godmother simply smiled and, with a wave of her wand, began to transform her world. "Bring me a pumpkin," she commanded. With a second wave, the humble pumpkin became a magnificent, gilded carriage, its wheels spinning with light. The mice scampered out, and with a series of quick incantations, they were transformed into a team of strong, white horses. A frightened rat became a stately coachman, and a group of lizards became the elegant footmen, all dressed in splendid liveries. The tiny creatures, once her only friends, were now part of her miraculous journey. Finally, the godmother turned her attention to Cinderella. "Now, for your clothes," she said, her eyes twinkling. With a flick of her wand, Cinderella's old, ashes-stained rags shimmered and melted away, replaced by a gown of breathtaking beauty. It was a masterpiece of silver and gossamer, woven with starlight and moonbeams. On her feet, the godmother placed a pair of shoes so delicate and clear, they seemed to be made of pure glass. Cinderella was a vision. She could barely believe the reflection staring back at her. She was no longer the servant girl. She was a princess, radiating with an inner light that had been hidden for so long. As she stepped into the magnificent carriage, the fairy godmother gave her one final, stern warning. "This magic is powerful, but it is temporary. At the stroke of midnight, the spell will break. The carriage will become a pumpkin. The horses mice, and your beautiful gown will turn back into rags. You must be home before the clock chimes the final stroke." With this admonition ringing in her ears, Cinderella set off for the palace, a heart full of wonder and a soul ready to dance. She was a different person, but her inherent goodness and kindness were still the most beautiful things about her, shining even brighter than her glass slippers. Like and subscribe for part 4.